Hey, good morning. 30 March. So a little bit of refresher training. I'm here for you guys, for all my normies. You know, we hit a fork in the road and you're on a path one way or the other. So either you hear this as a way ahead or you don't. I'm insane. All I'm going to do is modify some of what you were taught when you dropped into this place, no matter what your faith is, regarding consciousness. And I'm going to express it in terms of the Holy Trinity. There's the first person. First person. That's our Creator. It's in you. Your job is to find the truth within you because you are a Godship of the Creator, which is really the second person of the Holy Trinity. You're equivalent to the man that was born and learned and showed us that death is a lie. That's the big news that we're learning, that many know, and that once you accept it, you can start proceeding in a new way to max out. You're going to max out anyway, eventually. So there's a microcosm and a macrocosm that we live in related to the Holy Trinity. Our Creator has passed Orion's belt, and we'll go to visit her collectively in meditation. I don't think we'll ever take a massive flying saucer trip to go meet the Creator. That's my guess. However, in spirit, because we're spirit, we can go there without water because it's a combination of chemicals, and it's the wind and the friction that makes that by going back and forth in the Merkaba, and it's fire. So we're going to fire up together, and we'll go dwell in bilocation. So that's coming way down the road. But for closer in, to describe the Holy Trinity, you have our Creator, first person, you. Now, if you're dead asleep, you're going to bang into a wall unwittingly. If you're fully aligned with the Creator, you can create. And alignment is a relative term of how you feel, energy-wise. When you get perfected and the angels say, yes, it's time, then it happens. It's a catalyst of sorts. They come in many ways, shapes, and forms. That's how the Hopi created the three maces. 13 of them. Fire, wind, space, etheric, earth, and water. I watched a Buddhist monk show what you can do with your fingers, and you can go on and on with what's happening with natural use of your will with fingers. And go look at the three maces. Go look at them tight and look at the bricks all over the place. It is humbling. So you're a part of it. You're the second person of the Holy Trinity. You're the equivalent of Yeshua ben Joseph, his equal and his equivalent. Because you're on a unique identity and path, learning how to love our Creator, yourself, and everybody else. Just like he showed us. And he said, give them what we have, so they may be one as we are one. So we're in this together for unity consciousness. You're the second person of the Holy Trinity. I hope that's not a big surprise. You have a little bit of responsibility that's attached to that now, because remember what he was. You blessed him out so you could go mess around. Now, you're in it. You're in the loop. And there's a little bit of regulation from Regulus, let's call it. The regulation of the universe. And that's source. So we're into the third person now. We full up in that Holy Spirit. So, source is the masterful coincidence of life, where a man could spend half his life finding out the solution to a problem and go down in history and have his name on it, and another guy who just gave up and found it on a beach and gets to go, oh, I found it on a beach and look what it did for me. Shit, maybe he smoked it, maybe he found it. It's just how it goes. But it has to do with a lot in terms of where we're going, longer term. It has to do with learning about yourself in the microcosm of your biochemical situation that's energetically charged up with how you feel about yourself, how you feel about others, and how you feel about the Creator. And they're all tied together in energy management centers that are right up your spine, with your heart being the only thing that's a little bit offside. And I was in a meditation the other day, and I knew this already, but it gets refined. That why are we oriented to the northwest? Just in spirit. It's because your heart's over here, and it's a meditative act that when you start to see other things that say northwest, it's another way of reminding you that your creator is there, because it's awareness. Simultaneously that you're able to clock in that too, and in the fleeting moment of your day, simultaneously you're remembering all these new things that you're learning. And look at the grass and the water and everything's alive. And it all kind of in that moment of, okay, let me realize this, and it's a little bit different. And it's good feeling. So when you're dealing with source, in meditation, everybody imaginarily, it's invisible to you viewing this and me right now, but I'm aware that familially and angelically, all the angels are available in dissipated consciousness at varying levels of awareness to tell us things. And it gets very complicated because of the privileges that are given to people that learn the knowledge to be able to manipulate at very advanced levels. But you're in the middle of this is the son, the prodigal son. And when you attain your catalyst and you learn how complicated your vessel is, you're the most complicated Viper vehicle walking on the surface of the earth. And even if you consider yourself to be imperfect for what you see in the mirror, what happens behaviorally, if you have awareness and you have forgiveness and you have the aspiration to stand with our Creator and have our Creator in you, and you can know this, you're good to go. Because you're aware that you dream and you can be taught and you're open. So first person, Abun, from womb. Sophia. In the beginning. Sophia. All the answers are here. I got them, but I want to go. I want you. You, the one that's so detached right now, you can't say for sure. Many can, but you maybe can't say, oh, I don't know that for sure. So that's the challenge. That's why it's so beautiful. You're on your way now to figure that out. You went to all these churches and temples and wandered around going, man, I like it in the middle of nowhere also, and it's beautiful out here outside. And that's a macrocosm. You got a microcosm in here and a macrocosm out there. Out there, it's cosmic, man, because you have to make judgments about the other things that are going on, and you have to learn that with your eyes closed, you can do a bunch of, it's a seamless thing. And if you don't have them integrated on behalf of our Creator or with the angels that are telling us how to do it, you're going to have to do it until you do that. Maybe somewhere else after the next things happen. That's what death is all about. Supposed death. You loop around and you got another ticket on another roller coaster ride to see if you can hang and make it to the end, and then you do make it to the end, and then you find out which ride you go on next. So here we are on this ride, and I'm hoping that 12 April's big time conjunction. So learn what's wrong with you. Be brave enough to admit, man, look at the shit I'm putting out on Facebook. What am I telling other people? What if I'm guiding people thinking I know my shit, and I put it out there and I'm dragging them all these, orthodox prophetic boards where these poor people get on and quote some freaking piece of scripture that's taking them off Niagara Falls. Whoa! And everybody joins in. Oh, amen. Let me drop on my face and rub it in the ground and bleed like him. Please let me do that and suffer. Thank you for suffering for me. Jesus, Jehovah, YVWH, over. Whatever. As long as you're loving everybody else and you can be taught And you can say, okay, I still love even more. I can let that other false light go. It kind of half made me okay, and it half effed me up. I gotta let it go now. Look back at it and say, boy, oh boy, God help me. And you do get helped. So it's an ascension window. Holy Trinity, our Creator, you, with the divine feminine women and everybody else in Source, standing with you. That's Source. Human and spirit. And they can influence an elemental. And if you find your animal being attracted to some crazy thing, inexplicably, that has something to do with it. Because there's life in things that actively interfere at the elemental level. And if you're not focused in, you'll throw out the wrong word. I did it the other day with this conjunction, because I had April 22nd in the back of my head of another event that I saw is coming, and April 12th. So I'm so excited to tell people about the 12 April thing. I threw out 22 April as a date. And here I am, maybe every person who only saw my one video is going, okay, April 22nd. What have I done? Because I talk too fast. So here's my makeup. I hope you saw that. And you said, okay, 12 April, big day. In preparation for that, get through this. You know, I can't believe I'm talking about the stars, but that's it. We live under them and we abide by them, and they're on time. So Mars, on the bit negatives, just go with what Mars is. You that are ascended and have the inside baseball on Mars. Men are from Mars and war is from Mars. It's lining up with Saturn. Satan. If it's a being, it's definitely a planet. As sure as Gaia is Earth, Satan is Saturn from a vibrational standpoint, and how it is managed. It is the difficult pull shot of getting in here intellectually. You as the rider need to wear a lot of stuff in your stuff in order to even get a berth. We're talking about vaxes and a horror show that they won't want you to get out of. And our Creator, in the beginning, way beginning, said, "Ah, oh, it's beautiful and I'm alive." And Qhht said, "Can you come on over here?" And of course, Qhht is of our Creator, so don't get any of this wrong. Really? Well, you think that you can trap me forever and I'll never be able to get where I need to be? Okay. That's Sophia. And she packed you a lunch, wrote a note on your heart that when you're in the middle of your shit, with the water going, time to laugh, because you're not going to die. And if you walk around with that mindset, start forgiving yourself for being a dope and killing things, and start caring about other people and everything with life as best you can. It takes a while to not smack something instinctively, to look at a spider that's got its chance to rip around on the floor a little bit, not going bam. Let's see, I'm a kid, let's see if I can burn them with a magnifying glass. These kids experimenting. They're children, they're little godchildren, torturing these insects. And it's just, you have to see it that way. They believe in Santa Claus, for God's sakes. So, Holy Trinity, clarity, I'm offering you. We're heading to unity consciousness, so this is truth. We have a Creator in the universe, and the vibrations are set up that it pushes out to the cosmic center point, central sun. It's not even in our universe, and the relays are happening from past Orion's belt. So Dolores Cannon hit the first catalyst in Andromeda. Go outside and figure out where one is, where the other is, and our Creator said, okay, we're going to test out this bat signal. Who do we have that's going to work this out? And there's a woman. Wish I would have met her in this lifetime, because that didn't happen. unless we were next to each other and I wasn't aware, but I don't think so yet. I was led here to Huntsville after my hangover out of Eureka Springs, trying to get the hell out of Florida. I'm 20 miles from her house. Went to Qhht Live. Met a little French woman who helped pick out the color of butterflies. There was a couple there that lived 35 lives together and had met at this meeting, at this class. And you know, I'm the guy that yelled out John 17:22 when I figured out what Qhht was. Because it's self-healing. It's heal thyself, and it's help the other guy heal, and you do it all. You get better at it. We're all going to get better at it. Those of us that are going to have been given this. Now, not everybody just sort of intuitively knows it, because it's a hard life that we get born into. When they're hitting us with this real stuff on, it's fake, but it's real enough to pull you away from where you're supposed to be going right now. So big changes are coming. On the bad side, when you got Saturn and Mars lining up in Capricorn, I think, and it's just got all the bearing of strategic direction, and other ascendant masters talking about Pluto and the involvement of Pluto in this mix, and the 200 and XX something years, I think it's 87 years that America has existed, and the tremendous astrological significance that's coming with this conjunction here in 4 days with China, the Philippines, Taiwan, Hong Kong, over there, call that there. Assuming that China doesn't project, they're already loaded population-wise in concentrated areas because they were distributed, because Pete Shoemaker told them to do that, sort of. And it's okay. We beat it. We get our second wind, and we're here, the humans, the guys that hear my voice now, that say, hey, if they did that, and there's really aliens, and our presidents are really trying to kill us and eat us, that sounds like a problem. I better pay my taxes to stay in this place and vaccinate, because then I'll be compliant with the program. So, give to Caesar. Give to Caesar if you think you need to. Get that life insurance policy while you're at it. This is a new window. When he walked this earth, he told people things about the future besides not eating him, which was, hey, big things are coming. The things that you're going to learn, I can't tell you about now because you have to use your own discernment. Well, he was walking around in a third density. You go read his words now and peel them back in the proper translation. I'm sure the picture was painted like the Sistine Chapel about, well, he did already, how you live. He made it through all the cuts of the Bible, as well as all the Essene stuff from his family members. Name them, Thomas and Philip, and there's a whole other clans of them, the Essenes. They're brothers, their family, they go back in the rotation of, okay, we got to show these people. Show them, dear Lord, what's going on. It's a wonderful ride. Have a great day. Our Creator, Abun, when you close your eyes, go northwest, Orion's belt. Now you've got a biochemically imagined location that's burning in you. Just as greater than you, in you, greater than you, ready to work with you, through you, our Creator. Then there's you. Say no more. Make the right decisions. Be lined up with your Creator. You can be a rogue, can't you? Plenty of them. Now you learn. That's our Creator. So we're up to 2. Number 3 is Source. Everything else, good, bad, or indifferent, it's on time, on target for you when you are lined up and things happen in your life, in the microcosm and the macrocosm, and it's instantaneous. He decided not to look at page 42. And the angels who are going, okay, He missed page 42 again, where it told him. We know that he doesn't know that now. His high self is when he's dreaming. Okay, we're gonna try and hit you next week, okay? No, at this level of awareness that you're the one in the game. You're third density. You vote. You vote for the fallen angels. I'm trying to tell you. You vote for the fallen angels. If you vote, you're voting for greed and power above you. So we are completely inverted, because when they get the power, you better be careful about where they go with it, because it certainly isn't what they said in many cases. It's how they play. It's Ozzy Osbourne, is it not? When words don't match the music of the execution. The execution. So put love in your heart. It's all technically a game. Our creator is the master programmer who put a love note and a royal flush in your heart, knowing there's no way that you can't make it back home. Because if you're the last moron mowing their lawn, we love you so much, we're going to find a way to witness the awakening. And they're getting to do that now with us. It worked for a long time. Look at how old you are. All right, so have a great day. And if you decide to bless yourself again, do it correctly. Yeshua will be there, standing there with you, putting his arm around you. I love everybody. Have a great day. Keep loving your heart, and it works.